Battle rap ranking, man. Battle rap ranking was going on. So, Daylight, Jakkboy, Spaces. Ooh, what's the topic at hand? Judging battles. Disclaimer: this is my passion, y'all. I'm the rankings. That's what we do over here. We judge battles. We've been doing it for 10 plus years. 6 years on the internet, trying to add structure to this sport. So disclaimer, I get a little passionate. I might be a little out of the usual character if you don't know me like that. But I'm gonna try to help these guys out. I haven't watched the video, but I know the topic is the topic at hand, and everybody's talking about judging. It's gonna be a lot of talk about this. We know it because the judges is messing up. So we're gonna listen to what they gotta say. We're gonna try our best to let them know the answers. Salute to the gang. Y'all like the video? Prudy in the building. What's going on, Prudy? What's going on? Battle Rapper's life.
What up, the rapper's life? Salute to the chat. Salute to the judges, man. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what they gotta say.
First line, add a gesture where you packing up shit. That you will not forget your next shit if you add a gesture to your first line. That way you can rebuttal comfortably. And that was my point.
I don't know what he's talking about right here, but somebody sent this to me and said this is a judging battle convo in the spaces. So that's why I'm checking it out. So I don't know what's going on. Live reaction. Let's get it.
On that.
Okay. So to answer Rita's question, I'm gonna let you rock, Goofy. Do y'all Rita asked how do y'all feel about other than myself, how y'all feel about 24 hours before the judges give their decision?
I kind of like that. I like that.
I think it opens up a window for bribery, manipulation, and too many variables.
And of course, y'all can have your input too. I can have your input. I say it all the time over here. The fairest way to judge a battle is to watch the battle multiple times. Two. I don't think somebody that's actually in tune, just give them 2 times to watch the battle. That's all we're saying. So 24 hours, I get Yoshi's point, bribery and things of that nature. But you don't have to have it the next day. Just give them time to watch the battle over. We have intermissions, right? Battles is what 30 minutes without the crowd reaction. Just and it ain't a full watch, just a rewatch. The way I rewatch battles, I can stop, pause, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward parts, the crowd going. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a better understanding of what all the bars, to catch every single bar, every little angle that they was trying to go. That's what the rewatch would be for. For 24 hours, I kind of get it, maybe a little too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly the time. All I know is you gotta have a rewatch. That's the fairest. Off the first watch, it brings a certain type of feeling that it's hard to shake. Shock values involved, all that type of stuff. On the rewatch, a lot of that stuff is gone. You can judge it with less biasness. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that subject. But we're gonna keep moving on.
I agree with you. Yeah. I think. Sorry about that earlier. My phone died. I think judges should only be like extremely skilled people in the culture. I don't think people who have a biasness towards certain styles should ever be a judge ever. And
that sounds like Daylight right there, and I agree with that. I agree. You know what
I'm saying? No disrespect. There's no disrespect to Cal and John.
Having battle rappers judge it, especially active battle rappers, is a conflict of interest, y'all. Conflict of interest. You don't really want somebody that's actively in the sport to have any type of like. It's so many variables, so many reasons why they would be biased. You know what I'm saying? So we try to cancel out any little type of biasness, or could be. Not saying that they would be, but already they talking about Quest. Oh, none beat him. That's why he didn't. We don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't even like because it sound trashy. It sound messy. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want none of that type of talk. So that's good reasons why you want to have battle rappers, active ones. Now I'm not opposed to ones that rap before, they're not active, they want to have certain biases, but they probably do got friendships still. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these battle rappers are friends. It's a tight grip culture, tight knit culture. You know what I'm saying? So to scratch off all of that, it should be somebody like me, us, the ones that don't got no particular style. We just here to judge the battle. You know what I'm saying? So I agree on that.
But Cal and John specifically sit on the side of the culture that caters to a different format of battle rap. So their opinion will always be biased based on what they do and what they don't not necessarily like. So I personally don't think they should be judges at all in this form of a 100K type of tournament at all.
But a way that you can eliminate some of that is give them criteria. I already told them you should give them stuff to go by, or let them have their own. Just as long as everybody's going by the same rule book, the same rules, what we judging the battle off. So if they got that, then that's lessening the chance of them being biased. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to go by this. They're not gonna say nothing random or give it to their homie because of this reason or whatever. They go by this scale right here. You know what I'm saying? So you can have battle rappers up there, the less biased ones, the least biased ones, but you still gotta have a criteria to give them. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, the soul child.
Thank you.
Wait, Dylan, were you still talking before you guys? I think.
No. That was it.
I ain't gonna lie. I like more people like. I like not the assholes. I like the people that stand on what they believe. Like if you got like an Uncle Rob, 3 Letterman, people that don't mind voicing their opinion. If they cool with you, but they gonna tell you like, hey, bro, I don't like that hat you got on. I don't like that shirt you got on. But you still my nigga. Like I like people like that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, what I saw, there was a tweet that I posted in the Jumbotron that Mike P posted yesterday.
Michael Hall in the building. They're talking about judging. I gave him a disclaimer already, Michael Hall. I gave it to him already. This is my passion. I'm feeling a little shaky already. I want to snap, but I know I gotta keep calm because they don't know me, right? They don't know who I am. None of them. Not Daylight. Not Swamp. They don't know me. Why would they know me? So where they're getting these things from, who knows? This is their own brain they're getting it from. But let's go.
And I agree with the 24-hour period to a certain extent, but that's why I touch upon this tweet that Mike P let out, is that doing round by round judging, which allows the judges to kind of digest the round that they just heard, judge that round, and then go on to the next one. I think that kind of judging will allow us to, again, kind of the same.
We can't stop the rappers in the middle of the rounds. No, it's momentum. Every little thing. Nah, we're not stopping the momentum of the actual raps. That's why we implement just the second watch. The second watch, you can do that on yourself. You watch the second time, you do your little, for this round, this happened. This round, this happened. All you got to do is explain why this person won the round. That's it. Over this person. That's it. Or, which is pretty much the same, why this person lost the round. Which could be a choke or a stumble or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're looking forward to. Now, if you want to go farther into explaining, you can add explanations, but you just got to go by what everybody is looking for. The bars, delivery, performance, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
the 24-hour process would kind of give us? Would you give the
Hold on, baby. My question as a rapper,
it?
do I stop and wait to find out if I won that round before I go on to the next one?
No, we're just allowing the judges to judge the round, and then you guys can go on to the second round.
That's what she just asked.
They don't have to give us any commentary, anything like that. That just allows them to digest it and then go on to the second round. I mean, I think for visual purposes, I know that it may be a little, daunting. But again, I feel like if you're talking about, hey, you want the judges to be the best, I feel like that's the best way to digest all the material in a one battle. But again, I understand how that'll look from the visual standpoint.
No. And just because you stop the battle and say, okay, y'all give y'all not, you say you're not even gonna let them talk. So them digest it, what that mean? Remember what they said in the round? Like, no, it ain't gonna come back to their memory. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let them watch the battle, let them watch it over again, and then they can digest it in the rewatch while they break down the battle. I'm not mad at 24 hours, but I'm also not mad at leaves room for bribery. That's the only thing that I heard. No, that's not a good idea. Yeah, it kills the momentum. Not a good idea. Definitely gonna scratch stopping the battle and letting them judge. No. We're not doing that.
But it's not even from just a visual standpoint, Goofy. Yeah, battle rap is a momentum, has a lot to do with a battle. So if you have them stop after every round to give the judges however many minutes or seconds to digest or analyze the material, momentum shifts and changes. They gotta keep going. Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go at all. You gotta let them ride with the momentum.
Yeah, sometimes I want to rap as soon as they stop.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, on face value, I just like the idea.
I think there's another thing, right, that we need to figure out, and we need to figure out, like, what are the criteria to, like, what makes a round good, or like there has to be some type of point system. And I think the problem with judging battle rap in today's.
I'm gonna keep saying I agree, y'all. But when I say I agree, it's not because, oh, that makes sense. They like, no. I'm trying to keep my cool because these guys don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows me. So when they say something that I say have been saying for years in this sport, years, you can do your own timeline, then we're just gonna say you didn't see it. But I agree. That's just common sense. Move on.
Supposed to come up with that shit. Yeah, like in today's term, like in any sport, be no damn judge. No, but look, in any sport across the board, there is a point system. There's some type of point system. Like he threw XYZ amount of jabs, he threw power punches, he threw whatever, right? He ran XYZ amount of yards, he scored a touchdown. There is a point system. In battle rap, like there's no points. There's no.
Like, I disagree with you, OG. I think there is a point system. I just think people's biasness don't allow it to happen.
Facts.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying we need to have a final, like, okay, what did you give him in schemes? Well, I gave him a 4.7 in schemes. Okay, what did you give him in rebuttals? I gave him XYZ in rebuttals. What did you give him in haymakers? I gave him it needs to be some.
I told you it's going to take a lot of time. Those that have been following me, I told y'all this process takes a while to come to the point that we're at. You know what I'm saying? That's all of that he's saying is under bars. So you could do all that in one. So you know, in schemes and no. That makes no sense. That would take way too much time. The criteria, like I said, is performance, delivery, cadence, but that's under delivery, pace, extras, rebuttals, freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Bars, what he's talking about. All under that subcategory is those things, schemes, how good they scheme, or that type of thing. That all equals up to a bar. See what I'm saying? So, but they going a little. They at least they know it should be a criteria. You know what I'm saying? They took the first step. It's just starting to seem a little shaky. I told you we got all the answers over here. I know everything about this subject. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting a little shaky. But we gonna listen and hear them out, and we ain't gonna get on this case because at least they trying. You know what I'm saying?
Type of point system. Other than that,
When somebody
line by
in
line.
spaces with us just said that shit, like there needs to be a point system.
I
And
did.
somebody asks, like, yeah, didn't Dutch just said that a couple days ago. Someone asked, like, how can we have a point system? And he literally broke it down just like that. Well, there should be a category for performance, a category for this, a category for that, and rate them. At the end of that shit, whoever has the most, like, wins.
Nah, that's deceptive to me. I don't like that. I think it should be line by line. That's what I really think.
What do you mean
line by line?
Line by line. Exactly. This is what I mean, right? So this
the
is what I
problem
mean.
with that. No, look, Jack, hear me out. The problem with that.
They both wrong. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, but of course you can't go with line by line because some people raps faster. Some lines are heavier than others. Some are just heavier, some more intricate, more witty, hit harder, whatever you want to call it, worth more points. So just line by line is super hard to do. That's an amateur way of judging a battle. I always say that over here too. You're amateur. At least you're trying. At least you're trying. It's an idea. That's part of it. Line for line is part of how you're judging it, but just part of. You can't overall judge a battle line by line because it's how you deliver this line. Huh? It's the crowd affecting you performance wise. It's the subcategory in performance. Is the crowd affecting you with this line? Are you stumbling through this line? Was that line how hard that line hit? So you know what I'm saying? It's different variables of that actual line. So there's no just write it on paper line for line. That's why I kept telling y'all Calico writing all the bars down, people just writing the bars out and quoting them means nothing. That's why they still booing. Pardon me. That's why they don't still booing. You know what I'm saying? It means nothing just to say the lines for line. You gotta have a feel, but bars, of course, is a line contest. It's a bar contest. So that's why Jack said that. I get it. But it's overall, it's why we're watching it for different reasons. So the criteria, like once again, delivery, flow. You're gonna hear them always say, touch on one of these things. Watch, you're gonna always hear it. I'm gonna say it's under that category. It's on this bars, delivery, flow, performance, extras. Of course, you could say cadence, pace. Yeah, because pace is a little bit different than delivery, the whole pace of the round. So those are a couple of criteria. You don't want to give them too much overload. You know what I'm saying? Just give them about 4 or 5. This is what we're watching for. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Let's keep moving. I hate that I have to teach it to them like this, but we're gonna get these videos out there. I got all the answers, or we're gonna just keep doing it till they listen.
The problem right now in battle rap as a whole is it's preference based.
No, but I'm gonna tell you, but it's not preference, big bro. Listen to me, big bro.
Yes, it is.
No, listen to me. It's not preference. It's likability. It's not preference, yo. We literally can hear 2 rappers say the same line, but we only accredit the nigga that we like. It's not preference. It's likability.
Because
we prefer that person or how they said it. So you can't get around preference or somebody's opinion. That word you can't get around. So Daylty is super right when he says it's preference because it is. It's an opinion. It's how you feel, how you thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get away from what type of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it comes down to just your preference of the bars or all these categories that we're going about of the criteria, then that's only if it's even. If everything's even, then you gotta admit, hey, this battle's even, y'all. Because if y'all look at my battles, even me, I say my preference. If the battle at all by my point system is tied, then I'll be like, But I prefer this guy. This round is a tie, how I judge battles. I judge it by this, that. Now, that round was actually a tie, but I just prefer this guy's a little more than his, bar wise. I admit that. So that's the only reason when there was little unbiased preferences be involved because we're trying to get away from just your overall preference. It's just more of an objective opinion more than a freaking subjective opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you feel at the moment. No. You're trying to go by facts, going by something, objective opinions. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both. I think both can be true.
Listen, you niggas don't even know yourselves.
Preference is likability.
Listen.
Preference is what you like. Preference is likability.
They're gonna argue about that.
No, it ain't even. That's not even the case. What I'm telling you is, they're different type of MCs. Like, we break these categories up all the time. You'll be like, yo, he's an angler. And then you got all the niggas that like angles. And you be like, yo, he's a grappler. I mean,
I like to give credit where it's due. Jakkboy was right in terms of the battle rappers. We do know what we're going by, but our biasness get in the way. But that's because they don't have a criteria that they're going by. That's going to cancel out more biasness if you're going by something, because when you have to explain something, you can't just say anything. You have to say something that first of all, everybody just saw it. So then when I say this person's delivery is off and everybody saw that his delivery off, makes sense. I'm going by this. Is this bar was better than this bar? To me, that's more preference. Bars is kind of preference. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's the most preference thing, I think, is bars. Everything else, I think everybody kind of agree on. Who rap better, who had more flow pockets, who freaking who is more performance be kind of equal sometimes too. It's kind of hard to judge the performance for an amateur, but you know what I'm saying. You just got to take it one step at a time. One step at a time.
He's a puncher. Then you got all the niggas that like puncher.
Right.
You like, he talks slick talk. All the niggas like slick talk. So how do you judge two niggas that master two different setups?
Line by line.
But who determines what's better? How could you say his angle was better than his slick talk?
No, it's line by. I'm telling you, the best way to accurately do it would be line by line. Because then this what you gonna do. Listen, this what you're gonna do, right? If you got a nigga who's slick talking,
I'm trying to get to your reader, but you know they gonna go.
If you got a nigga who slick talk versus a nigga who scheme, if I give the schemer a 7, but the slick talker a 5, those same people that ain't technically one of the judges now still might give that slick talker, but like you're never gonna get rid of the what you're looking for by going judge schemes. This is gonna have to be line by line. Was this line dope? Did it tie to the next one?
All right, so boom. Right. So
hold up there, because y'all
I just wanted to know, how did they feel about the King of the Dot judging, knowing that was based on a point system, and if that point system was effective enough for you guys, the battle rappers, to feel comfortable?
Ooh, that's a good question.
They didn't know about that.
I liked it.
That's why she's media.
That's actually fire.
She get on my nerves.
And I'm gonna get back to that. In regards to Jack, right? So
yeah, they almost forgot that King of the Dot already got certain systems, even though people complain about their system, because I could teach them some things too. They don't got it all the way together, but at least they're going by something. They got a little criteria. We're going by this. All right, cool. We got this many points for this. All right, cool. So it's less arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like the URL having problems because no criteria. Over there, the arguments, they have problems, but they don't get spread it out. Big news. Oh my God, because they're going by something. It could be explained. That's what the criteria is for. That's what the rule book is for a referee, right? Right? I call it this. Why? Because the rule book says this. Oh, we take your word for it. Right? That's how you explain to the player, hey, what the heck I do? I'm the ref. I can tell you what you did because I studied the rule book, the criteria. Right? Come on, y'all. Come on.
Take this, right? Let's take
judge without
Rum Nitty URUM line, right? That was a fire bar. And then let's take Calico, nigga, when it's real, you ain't got a rhyme, which is clearly not good, but was fire. How do you judge that? Who's better?
Right.
It's overall in the whole. First of all, we're not judging the battle from that. But if the question is which bar is better, then that's simple. Whatever one you think is better. But you gotta realize if you're going by in the bar category, this is advanced now. This is advanced. I told the ones that's been following me to implement this if you get comfortable with our ranking or how we judge the battle. But at each bar, of course, everybody subconsciously do this. But if you can kindly actively do it, jabs, 1 point bars, 2 point bars, 3 point bars, which are haymakers. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying both of them is a haymaker to him. Now, in what way? I know in my way that if it's really ain't got a rhyme joint, it's a 2 pointer. Yeah, it's a heavy saying, but it's not a 3 because it's not really nothing too intricate in my scale. So long as I'm staying consistent with everybody in that scale, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. Now, if somebody else have that being the same scale, then you just put a 2 beside, a 3 beside it. Look. Let me see. Can I find one of mine? Let me see if I find one of my battles. I do it every now and then. Look. Let me see if I found one with it on there. The only time I really mark is the 3s. Let me see if I can show you an example. These all battles, man. I told you I've been doing this so long, man. I don't even have to really write it down. But I still do it for the proof. But I'm looking for an example that beside my little hash marks, I put the 2 of the 3s. The 2 like that, all right, that was heavy in this type of way, boom. But that was a 2 just to kind of give me a feel of the bar count in the battle because that is the most important. It is. Not too much more important, but that's important. A lot of the times, like I said, it's preference. So somebody might say that's a 2, somebody might say it's a 3. So I'm just trying to give an overall feel of how I feel about what the bars was in this one from each. Okay. Because somebody can have a lot of 3s and only a whole lot of 1s. You know what I'm saying? It don't equal up. Rum Nitty, real name Brandon. We just saw that one roundup. This nigga Rum Nitty was throwing some 3s out there. Bam, some super haymakers. This nigga real name Brandon just has jabs out there. Some hooks at times. Nothing too crazy in your brain. So it doesn't equal up. 3s to 2s. So to answer the question, which one is better? Whatever one you think is better. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. I got answers. We got the answers. Anything they ask, I can have it. I got an answer for it. But we don't want to waste. I ain't gonna waste all your time. I'll call this part 1 because I already knew this is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, and it's gonna be other spaces. Y'all keep sending these spaces when you're talking about judging and asking questions. Just give them to me and send it back to them. You know.
And you always do some
No, it
I
was
don't know
actually
about judging the
look, I
line.
was waiting to see who was going to answer, but it's actually not hard. If this is battle rap, who wins with lyricism, it would have to be the bar. See, the thing is,
but that's the thing. We as a culture, it is niggas who are top tier niggas who didn't get there from being nice.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why, Daylty. I'm gonna tell you why. You want to know what's fucking crazy? I just heard this.
Daylty, nigga.
I just heard this in sports form.
You, nigga.
This is why the other aspects where they're confused about is like Daylty just said, right? Oh, it's certain people that got here, their bars is not as heavy. That's why the other criteria is important because these guys deliver the bars better. These guys flow better. These guys perform better. These guys rebuttal, freestyle. They do different things other than this line for line thing that y'all speak of. That's why you don't supposed to have this line for line. And that's why y'all confused about which one is more for more. Yeah, subconsciously you do that. But that's all under a bar category. Like, leave it at bars. Pay attention to the rest of the stuff that's happening. Real judges. Yeah, it's a little more difficult than you thought, huh? You ain't in the comfort of your own home and just seeing who entertain you more. Because that's what most people look at battle rappers this day is big now. It's entertainment. So they seeing who entertain them more. And they can give you any excuse for the entertainment. They're not really wanting to care about who officially won this battle by what. They don't care about that because there's nothing to go by. Unless y'all come over here and I only got 4,000 people subscribers. So that's nothing. That's nothing to this community. You know what I'm saying?
Like the way niggas got in through battle rap back then was way different than now, bro. Like I'm one of the ones that feel like you can't compare eras because niggas got in because they was just the 12 niggas around. You didn't have to be the most talented back then, and then they got 20 years to develop their fucking skills. Well, we got to develop it in 6 fucking months. It's different.
No, that's actually different. So what you got to understand, Jack, is there are classes, right? So like you got to think me, Mook, in our era and all that shit. It was literally zillions of niggas. Every nigga and their mama was jumping outside. And we from an era where we had to battle every single day. Not tomorrow, not 3 weeks of prep. A nigga run down on you right now. We from that era. So it's an era after us, right? Which is, Calico and Surf and all them niggas. Them niggas are an era after us. So a lot of those people, they got in here from doing different things. This is when the main stage got incorporated into battle rap. And not necessarily theatrics, but like performance. Like there was a time where there was no such thing as he got performance. Like what the fuck is that? It was either you got bars or not.
Yeah, I think Reed Dollars was like the only person with performance. Reed Dollars was the only person that really was having performance back in those days. Well, he wasn't the only one, but he was the
Rita, this is what Daylight saying. I get what he's saying. Back in those days when Rita was rapping though, we didn't look at it and say he has performance. We just like rap.
Yeah, I always looked at it like that. Like, man, this little nigga be like when he did
we looked at it like
it's just a little confused, y'all. Yes, performance has always been part of the game, but like I said, it wasn't a category. Daylight's right. Back then, no, that's not how we used to judge battles. It literally was line for line. You know what I'm saying? It evolved to how I judge the battles by what the fans. My criteria is from what y'all say. I just put words behind it. So you know what I'm saying? I almost lost my thought. Hold on, let me share.
I mean, clean. We looked at it like he's snapping.
Oh no! What I was saying was it's a subcategory. It is performance, but back then we was calling it aggression, right? Because I told y'all aggression is part of performance. Like how they moving their hands and moving around the stage and make you feel up there, the aura and all that. That's a subcategory under performance. Crowd control, that's part of the performance. Aggression is right there. The highest part of performance. So how aggressive that person is, Tay-Rock, Twerk, you know what I'm saying? Shotgun, a lot of performance or aggression. And yes, you judge battles off that.
Moving, but our brains didn't register like performance as an attribute. We were focused on it as a package with bars.
At that moment, nobody said Reed had performance. They said he had bars. Performance was bars back then.
It was all one.
It was all one. But now that we have separated it and we broke it up into, we got subcat bar niggas, real talk niggas, punchline niggas, haymaker niggas, pin niggas. Like people have separated pin from punchline. Like you gotta have a pin to write a punchline.
Yeah, that's what. And I ain't gonna lie, Hustle be telling me that. Yeah, I be like,
it's too separated. So,
bro, it's because we allow people in the culture that don't do this shit to comment. And I ain't saying they can't be accurate on some shit, but they never gonna be always right. And that's what separated it, bro. Because I've been saying this for the longest time. Listen to me. I'm not downing nobody, but listen to me. I've been saying, and people know this in spaces before they took off with the Midnight Madness and shit.
Right. He's been saying all of this, but here I am, the one that got every single answer, and there's no way you can break down mine and question me. You can if you want to, but I got the answer. We can have a debate in front of everybody. You're gonna look stupid because you're just talking, and I'm actually doing this. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. They got all the dang answers. So what are you talking about, Jakkboy? You sound like the rookie, line for line, and you the main, and you're a performance guy. We didn't even catch all your lines on the first watch. Man, line for line. We don't understand your lines. So on the first watch, Judge Jakkboy off just what he's saying. You sound stupid. You will lose every battle, sir. You don't know that? We don't hardly understand you. Stop it. But so don't down us. Hold it down, Rankins. So don't down us. Try to make yourself look good because you're in the sport. The players don't make the dang rules. This is judging. The culture, the culture is gonna make the rules. How we think, judge y'all. Y'all the performers and entertainment. Fall back. Let us tell you what's entertaining to us. And then you give us that, sir. I hate to talk to you like that, but that's real life. What you got going on?
I've been saying performance is part of the pen. Yeah. I never knew why we separated it. I never knew why.
You were saying yesterday.
And go ahead, Rita.
Hold on,
let Rita.
Right. Performance is part of the pen. And here go clean. So your spin move, that's part of a pen. What did you say? What's that spin? What are you talking about, clean? And you a performance guy. See how they just contradict themselves? He a performance guy, y'all. Talking about as part of the pen. No, it's not. Separate.
Let Rita go.
I just had one last question to ask Daylight while he was here. I wanted to know if he was called or asked to judge, and if given an opportunity.
Walking in the building. What up, man? What's going on, G? Man, snuck up in here. I ain't even seen him.
What's good, big bro? I'm just sitting up here watching these niggas or listening to these brothers make a fool of themselves.
No, but we're gonna be
constant contradictions.
Right. Because
it get really funny too. Like you said, it's the performance guys that's saying that performance is part of a pen and asking why we got all these subcategories. Because if we don't got the subcategories, how can we properly judge a battle?
Y'all would lose all the battles, sir. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, I lose all the battles. Maybe not Daylight, but definitely Clean and Jakkboy. Because like you said, most people, we not understanding what Jakkboy be talking about.
Right. Of course not Daylight, because that would be Daylight be one of the best if we just pick the lines on the paper and say go line for line. But Daylight's clearly not. He just got his just due. He been rapping like that. But he added the other sub. That's how he even know it got to be different type of categories. He understand that because he had to add stuff to his thing for us to like it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Really give it, so. And it's crazy too with Daylight because you never know when he's trolling. You never know when he's trolling. I don't know if he's being honest about how he really feel about any of this because it's Daylight.
No, I can tell. He be in troll mode. I followed Daylight for so many years. He be in troll mode. So it's not like he's going back and forth. Nah, when he's serious, he's serious. He been on a serious mode here lately. And he's listen to his points, and he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell. I can tell what he's trolling because I don't believe him, and there's be some outrageous type stuff. And if he's telling the truth, I kind of know what he's talking about. The truth is right. He just don't know everything. What they being dishonest about is where they getting their information from, though, Milwaukee. But we ain't going. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave him alone when it comes to that. Because I only got
we know they dip in and out over here, man. We know what's going on. They follow the Rangers, man.
Bro, I know me and Daylight, they had plenty of conversations. That's what I'm saying. Swamp, I don't know Swamp. What's Swamp talking about? I think it should be guys like that. You don't know me? Right. So that's what I'm saying. They're gonna keep doing that. It's like because I'm a small guy or I'm blackballed. So I don't want to say conspiracy theory. So I'm just gonna say I only got 4,000 subscribers. So we're gonna give y'all the benefit
of the doubt. Swamp be over there. How you be over here and it's only 4,000 over here, but you act like it ain't no like it ain't credited because it ain't a whole bunch of people. You know it's real over here though. You done been over here enough time to know that it's being done in a genuine way.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it really be crazy to me when cats say, oh, only battle rappers should judge and fans don't know how to judge. Every fan might not know how to judge, but man, just follow the rankings.
Absolutely. Here's a question in the thing. I told you I got to answer for anything. Y'all literally can ask me anything. I got to answer for everything. This man who was talking to me right here, Milwaukee, I don't know if you remember this before, how we actually met. He was questioning my system. I don't let too many people question, but if I think you genuine and you really just trying to help me and learn, then I will answer you. But that's not too many people. But this man right here was questioning my every little thing. He's a smart man too. And I had an answer for everything, bro. And he was going in super debt that I never told nobody, but I still gave him an answer just to let him know.
Because
I have an
sure
answer
it makes sense
for everything.
To be around. You know what I'm saying?
I got an answer for everything.
Anybody can say anything, but when you got something that makes sense and then you can put it on paper and it's a formula and I can see it, it's easier for me to go with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they hear us, we start at 6, 8.5 for a fire round, 9 is a classic. They not understanding all of the numbers, but excuse me, it's a genuine formula over here. So for cats who got questions, it's answers. Because you're right, I asked you maybe like 20 questions back to back, and you had the answer.
Way more than that, Milwaukee. We was on there for a minute. You asked me at least 100 questions, bro. At least, bro.
Yeah.
At least you was going crazy. I'm like, I usually don't do this. I kept telling him I don't do this, but you know what I'm saying? You sound like I kept telling him over and over an hour. I want to say 2. But they asked how's performance part of a pen? It's not. And does JC have performance? Yes, I told you underperform is a subcategory. One of the subcategories is something called crowd control. So I ask you, does JC got crowd control? That should answer your question. I got answers to everything, but let's move on.
Would he judge for one of the Ultimate Madnesses?
Yeah, I most definitely was. I wasn't called, and I'm pretty sure if I would have called and asked, he would have most definitely allowed me to be a judge. But
I can make 100,000.
No, nigga, I'm honest. Man. I don't never. Hey, paper. I'm an honest nigga. I keep it real. I judge battles fair, but I am biased, and I'm biased to skill.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say that, but he was honest. Yeah, I was just about to say that, but I'm glad he said it for himself because he is honest. He would be more. That's why I said it's a conflict of interest with an active battle rapper because he got a style of his own. And he got friends. Like that's 2 things that you were like, nah, Daylight's a pen heavy dude. So of course he's gonna catch things and credit things to pens, which he seems important. Which is nothing wrong with that, but that's still being biased. Seems somebody like me, I don't got no preference when it comes to that. So it's like I understand that it don't necessarily be super intricate to hit just as hard. I understand that, and I will give that just as much as points. Daylight won't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm less biased. The criteria will help him with that, though. Anybody with a criteria will help you with your biasness because you're just going to be contradicting yourself right in your face. You feel stupid. Keep doing that. And somebody be able to freaking, hey, but you said, because we know what you're going by. So you're going to feel dumb.
Unless you put the bias in the criteria, because you can't put the bias in the criteria.
Yeah, once you get it all the way, yeah, of course. Only by 0.1, only on that I said close battles. Preference comes when it's super close. Then you can get rid of your bias. But I even admit it, hey, but I just prefer this. That's when your biases can sneak in at a very close or tied battle. You know what I'm saying? Hard to do that.
So like none and she happens. I understand why some people got none, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and we talked about, you know, the pen, the writing bar for all of the subcategories. Yes. I feel like I had to edge she because of my preference in writing. And that's not saying that none writing wasn't, you know, fire. It's just that I felt like the complexity, the intricacy, you know, kind of like what you was just saying about Daylight, you know, is I get at a little more credence than some of the more simple bars that hit just as hard.
Right. If you announced like you say you announced your biasness or that I prefer this, which is part of the bars, which is cool as long as you explain that. Now I know how to argue with you. I know what to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Then you got something to answer to. John and them just saying, hey, you 2-1 this person. Huh? I don't even know what to even say, but how? If I'm the rapper, what do you mean? How did he beat me in the round? I got so many questions, you know what I'm saying? But that specific thing right there, you just, if he want a question, he just asks you, okay. So they talk about that little part right there. Everything else I understand. That's cool. It's all in the explanation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's human. We ain't gonna get everything right. Refs don't get everything right. Boxing judges don't get everything right. Nobody gets everything right. We don't always still argue with the judgments, bro. But long as you can explain them the right way, we're good. We're good. We can move on. This way, I guarantee we talking about the judging all the way till they battle again. And then we're gonna talk about the judge because it happened every every UM. Keep talking about the thing judges. Right. Fix it. They're not talking about King of the Dots only because they got criteria. Yeah, they got discrepancy, like I said before. They still got their problems. Still people but they just move on. They're going by something. They at least took that first step. Come on.
The most trusted battle rapper because you're biased to skill and little nuances that other people may look over. I feel like every battle rapper would be completely okay with saying, yeah, Daylight judged and he said I won, and it's no debate on it.
I'm cool with any battle rapper.
You just talk because if Daylight come up there and whatever criteria he got, which I know is not but so good, he's gonna sound biased. He still got to explain why. And if in that explanation, if he's up there just telling them that he don't care, if he being all the way honest, he'd be like, I like the skills better. Like I just like higher writing. So all shotgun shit, you're out of here. Swamp, you're out of here. Then they're gonna start hating him. Like, no, I'm not good with that. So you're just talking, lady. He just told you that he's biased towards skills. So no. You just saying because of who? Because he's Daylight? So all the battle rappers like Daylight? No. I thought he was hated. Nobody give a crap about Daylight anyway. What are you talking about?
Being the judge, as long as I'm not battling their homeboy.
Bro,
if you do it the right way and explain it the right way,
judging off of their region, niggas judging off of their niggas was judging off Midnight Madness crews up there. Niggas.
Yeah, I don't care who judge as a battle rapper as long as I'm not battling your homie. I'm good.
Go ahead, Katrina.
I ain't gonna lie. You know I like the boost of this shit, bro. Like you said, that nigga everything I said clean every time you come on here. They say it's like Boosie on Vlad. You say, oh, that's crazy, bro. I just say the real shit, bro. I just say what's real, bro. Niggas was fucking niggas 100,000 up there, my nigga. I see.
Hold on, y'all. Katrina got a question. Go ahead, Katrina.
Yeah, that's just me.
No, I was just gonna say like, I don't really think it's the fans. I think it's a mixture of both. Like some of these top tiers, like that y'all have adopted as top tiers over time, do not have no pen. Like some of them only have performance, and over time, y'all niggas named them top tiers. Me and my Mount Rushmore.
I would say I want you to say
for instance, one of them for me. No, I'll be happy to say a name. Like for instance. No shade to him at all, but like one of them for me is Hitman Holla. He has no pen at all.
I just that out. That's crazy. Because versus Bill Collector, he been throwing y'all. I don't want to get.
Niggas don't got bars. See, this the problem right here. This the problem. They like personal bias. That's the problem right there. Cut that shit out. Niggas no fucking skill. Cut that shit out.
Intricacy. I just listened to Rule Bando. He more intricate than half y'all. What does that even mean? Come on, man. Y'all cut it out. Hitman Holla got a pin. Y'all ain't hear him versus Bill Collector. Y'all ain't hear him versus Bill Collector. That man know how to put bars together. And not only that, he just don't got the most intricate out of this world talking about dumb stuff that some of y'all do. Huh? He's direct. He's talking. He's a battle rapper. Like, what? Stop disrespecting him. Now, I agree that he's not top 5, 10, 10. No. But come on, don't disrespect him and say he don't got no.
People try to say a nigga don't got a pen.
Can't even
just
write.
Because they not intricate.
Right. Come on, man.
That don't make no sense to me. And you know, I'm with the intricacy. Like I prefer that. But if a nigga could put together some witty shit, like we was just talking about this the other day, with Geechee. PT is not to me, he's one of the most least intricate motherfuckers, but you can't say he don't got a pen because he witty as hell.
Exactly.
He can put some shit together that you can relate to that's super simple.
Exactly. Come on, man.
To me, that takes talent. That means you got a pen.
Absolutely. Pen to a paper is a pen, period. Now, how you pick your pen, what are y'all talking about? Like a pensman, somebody that know how to flip every word, use every word of the dictionary. Like, come on. What are we talking about?
That's somebody who's a wordsmith.
That's why I said that's an intricacy of a pen. Don't say the man don't have a pen, because everybody don't got to be intricate, can flip a word the craziest way. Like, come on, make it make sense and make it witty and make it a bar. You know what I'm saying? That I couldn't think of. Like, come on, man. She's disrespectful. That's disrespectful statement. And I hear it all the time, too. This person don't got no pen. This person don't got no pen. No. He's just, his bars is like, he bamboozles us. But he's definitely still an artist. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it together. Oh, man. And a lot of times these simple guys know how to tell a better story. So who actually a better writer? Huh?
Hey, Big Bro, who is that talking? Who is that?
That's me.
No, who is the chick?
Oh, no. Just spaces. But a fan, what a lot of fans say. So I just use her as an example. No one. I don't know. Who is any of who is any of these?
Sometimes they be in spaces with female battle rappers, and I don't be knowing their voices.
Oh, no. I don't think that was a female battle rapper. I think Yoshi the only one in here right now, but I could be wrong. I don't know who that is to answer your question, though.
That nigga
he ain't got no pen, man. Cut that nigga out.
Hey, look,
let me say this.
When I battled
says Jakkboy, man.
The nigga had like.
No, did you hear what I said though, Milwaukee? The people with the most simplest can tell a story better. So you telling me a writer don't have a pen? A storyteller? What are y'all talking about? Somebody that can make something make sense from beginning to end don't have a what? What do you mean by pen? Random, super flippy words. Shut up.
In that case, niggas can say Clean don't got a pen, and to me, he one of the best storytellers.
I know. Says the guys that storytelling thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes is wild, bro.
Because let's be honest, who's gonna get up there and say Jakkboy got a fucking pen?
Nobody.
If we talking about intricacy, like, stop it, Jakkboy. Your hottest bar was the streetlight shit.
How intricate was that?
That's what I'm saying. It's not intricate at all. It's just that people can relate to it. When you said it, we could see it. But it wasn't intricate at all. That wasn't no entendre or no type of shit. You wasn't being wordsmithy. None of that.
Freaky wall paint, icky titties. Oh, you a writer. Shut up. You a performer.
Hey, and that shit was trash.
You a performer. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Then he gonna tell us line for line. We ain't gonna get on y'all. Like I said, y'all don't know no damn better. Y'all are entertainment. Y'all ain't know that? I hate keep saying it like that. Y'all are entertainment. Just fall back, entertain us. Let us tell y'all what's going on. But respectfully. Respectfully.
Punch after punch after punch. Like, the nigga was just, he was a bar nigga. You feel me? Like, back in the G. As me and him, right? Yeah, like, but as me and him both got older, like, and we progressed, like, you got to understand, like, me and that nigga was brought up to where as nigga, we was on stages rapping when we was 5-6 years old. So performance, like, he just took that shit and went just all the way. Like, you feel me? Not versus niggas like me and Bill Collector. I got tired of hearing niggas saying that shit. Oh, you just got a lot of performance and funny, and you ain't got no bars like that shit. Bill got tired of niggas saying that shit. That's why we went more so the bar way now. We can bedazzle people with the oohs and ahs and shit. He just solely stuck to just performing. Yeah. Like,
but versus Bill Collector, he flexed his pen and nobody wanted to hear it.
Okay, hold on. Excuse me.
Wait. Let me get it. I see you did that like, bro, what's your respect?
Really quickly, you said with Bill Collector, he flexed his pen. Sweetheart, if that was a flex, that was a piss poor one.
I promise you.
Yo,
poor
look,
flats.
all right, look.
Y'all entitled to y'all opinion.
Disrespect.
I thought it was good.
But you cannot. Well, hold on. Let me finish. Everyone is entitled to their opinion as long as it's.
I don't know who's talking right now. I think they call you auntie, but I don't know if you watch battle rap, but he's currently flexing his pen right now. Still, what you mean? What type of flex was that? That's what got him into where he's at now. He's showing that he could be more intricate with that pen. If you haven't noticed, what the heck is going on? It's like these people don't even watch battles, bro. It's like they don't even watch battle rap.
In fact, yours right now is rooted in regional bias and delusion. I'm sorry, baby.
That's what you think. I think that's the most important. I think that is the best.
You did not let me finish.
I didn't mute you either. That was Phil.
I know. Okay, well, no,
me. Oh, that was Katrina. I'm about to say I didn't mute you.
All right, hey, calm down, let's keep it rap, Daylight boys. Not Daylight boys. But no, like, so in the aspect of, you know, I kind of watched Hitman whole upbringing. Like, you know, I was outside. I got you. I watched Hitman whole upbringing, like from Word Wars to Street Status before they even invaded the URL. And Hitman was most definitely on the bar end a lot of his life. I think when the main stages came in and he seen like, okay, like it's about captivating these moments in order for me to up in status so that I can financially take care of my family. Like, I think he solely went towards that way, but that does not mean that he cannot go there with the pen. And I think like a lot of people say he flexed versus bill collector. That ain't the battle that makes Hitman remind people to me. It's Hitman versus K Shine. He got Shine out of here on RB.
That's a fact. He did.
Bar for bar. Got Shine all the way out of
here.
here.
For sure he did. That was a good Hitman pen right there. So another one was Cortez. That was a good Hitman.
It ain't that, you know, I'm not gonna even say that it's not that Hitman can't write how it's not that he can't write intricate or he can't get an AMG mode.
The man is just an entertainer, man.
He's an entertainer. He knows how to entertain the crowd. That's it.
The man just an entertainer. He just solely.
But with that being said, that's true. But with that being said, I feel like because
that man's a rapper. I don't know what they talking about. He's a very, very good rapper. Y'all see him on Wildin' Out. He probably might be the worst one on the Hold It Down rankings.
That's why they say he's entertainer though, because he's using the rap for more than just rapping. You know what I'm saying? Outside of battle rap, he's taken his rap and used it, you know what I'm saying, in an entertaining form. Because we get entertained during the battle rap shit, but a lot of these rappers are making music and shit like that, but no one's really into it. He's found a way to take that shit that he got on the other avenues and entertain.
I mean, if you think he's entertaining on that other avenue, then that's you. But I say he looks pretty stiff in the worst one up there. He's getting better. He's getting more comfortable up there. I don't
watch Wildin' Out, so I'm just saying I'm going off of what I believe they're getting at. I don't watch Wildin' Out, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. You're just saying that because he got picked for entertainment, it makes him entertaining. Because that's what they talking about. He got picked to do that. He got picked to do that.
Surf is entertaining to the point where you want to see him whether you like him or you don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with his ability to rap to me. His personality is entertaining. So when he rap, you want to see him win or lose. He brings a value of entertainment. He gonna make you laugh, cry, angry, happy.
Okay, so
I don't personally think that Hitman Holla is too entertaining. I don't really enjoy his battles like that.
I mean, that's
but I can see why other people would.
If you ain't dancing in the beginning, you're not on the show. It don't matter. Cass said that. Cass don't even dance. He do the robot. You call that a dance? No.
Man, he got his drink in his two-step.
Right. He did a PG half step. Like, come on, man. What y'all talking about?
It's star power, where if they don't push their pen, they just perform well. I feel like over time, like that's why it's one of those attributes where people look for that. Like people don't give a fuck about bars because you have niggas who perform like that. Like I feel like that added to why it matters.
We was arguing.
Look, I'm
like they just choose some rappers. I don't know if he can go to that level or not and be super intricate, but I know some of them can, but they just choose probably not to because this type of bar hit better. They don't want bars that fly over people's head just to push your pen. Oh, let me see whatever. I can use every word in the dictionary. That's pushing my pen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure. But that don't mean we're gonna like it. That does not mean we're gonna like it. So this whole push pen thing, he realized that it ain't about that. It's about us relating to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we listen for bars, but just bars that we can relate to about that person. That's pretty much it. You ain't got to be too crazy every word of the dictionary. It's just battle rap, man. Cut it out. He realized that, and then that's why his career is where it at now. Can't hate on that man for that because he'll want to talk about.
I don't know. I feel like Daylight did the roller coaster in the sense of he, when he came in, he was super ball heavy, and then he went too much towards the entertainment. He still had bars, don't get me wrong, but all of the antics kind of overshadowed his bars, and then he got back to let me go just super crazy ball heavy because the most recent best Daylight performance that anybody will probably name is Daylight is Tay Rock joint. Yeah. And I mean I wouldn't say he had performance in there or he was about antics or entertainment in that battle very much at all.
I mean his performance was definitely A1, but entertaining wise, he has entertaining performance. Yeah. So yeah, I'll disagree on that because I told you, performance, aggression is the top of performing, not running around the stage jumping. That's part of it too, because people say it, sure. But I'm talking about the aggression, how aggressive and serious you look up there on that stage. Focus. That's your performance, and he was doing that on a million. So he looked to me. His performance was definitely A1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was specifically speaking about when he was using antics as a medium of entertainment more than just
the
aggression.
Part. Right. The entertainment part, him doing the antics.
I'm not disagreeing with the aggression part at all. I agree that it's a part of performance, and I think that in battle rap specifically, just it coming from the streets, aggression is definitely one of the top factors in performance. So I agree with that 100%. But I remember at one point in his career where the aggression wasn't the main factor in his performance. He was using antics to gain people's attention and to be an entertainer.
Right. I know when he first got the fans, like his first, I've been watching Daylight since the beginning. So his first battle that people like, oh, it's the Swain battle when he turned up on him due to his performance and aggression. And everybody like, oh, who this nigga? Yeah. You figuring out. He should have just stayed. I agree with you. He just took the entertainment, trying to get famous part overboard, of course, by doing antics and all. He was just doing on and off the stage, just doing a whole lot of trolling stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I agree on that part. But in terms of performance wise, yeah, he's good at that when he want to be. Because sometimes he's not. He just sit there lackadaisical and just say his bars. But when he's serious, oh yeah, he understand. He understand that performance, that aggression part. That's battle rap, man. That's what we here for. We know that. We here for. Talk stupid to each other. Yeah, that part.
Niggas like Jack and Tawk nowadays, I'm saying they got bars. They ain't just sitting there saying that shit just to say it. You gotta listen to them at the same time.
Yeah, nowadays was performance 2.0 niggas. Because we're rapping and performing. We not just introduce somebody into the round and then they go back into the crowd.
Yeah, you can still and close your motherfucking eyes on what y'all saying.
Like you don't have to see me rap to understand my rap. See what I'm saying? Like like you have to see certain niggas. Like that's what I be meaning by the difference in performance. Like, and then like, but to go back to the original day, like I want to talk about the point system, son. That's really what interests me. Like,
it's very hard to understand your rap, sir, especially if you're not looking at you. So I don't know if you understand from the fans' point of view or not, or you just talking from your own point of view when you rewatch the battle. But sir, we don't understand you, bro. Don't just listen to your stands, people who like you. You gotta listen to the actual fans. Your fans don't matter. Don't listen to them. Yeah, they support you. Cool, your supporters. That's cool. All right, salute to you. But they going to stir you down the wrong path. The real fans, overall fans, going to tell you what it really is. They don't understand you.
So I want to talk about.
Yo, all right. So in the point system, right? It like when I like let's say like Polo or Black Compass or Tone, bro. Like when you hear these people judge battles, like they honestly judge these battles from a completely non-biased standpoint via J Black too. There's a select few people in this culture that just judge from a non-biased standpoint. They don't have a personal preference to what they like specifically. Now, in regards to a point system,
I ain't no hater, but I think we the only people in the whole community that do that, because a lot of this media do got ties, and they won't keep it real about everybody. Then do they judge most battles unbiasedly? Sure, I give you that, but they got their times. Every one of them. I'm not naming no specific. I ain't shooting no shots. Every one of them have had times that I'm like, nah, he being biased because of that person. I'm the only person that don't do that so far. Follow the rankings. You know anybody in Milwaukee?
Anybody who's not biased?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can say I can have a scale least bias. Yeah, because for the most part, Jay Black does call the battle spirit.
See, but even with Jay Black, like I was saying, when we was chopping it up a couple of days ago, that's why Jay Black fell back from judging, because he has to still maintain these relationships with these battle rappers, and he cares more about that than just being a judge here or there. Because it's not like he's making any extra money or anything like that for judging. Right. These cats be going up there doing all of this stuff for free.
Right. The only reason he did that because obviously he got in trouble a couple of times by his opinion. That means he got sugarcoated a little bit more for that person. And when you're a judge, you can't do that. If the judge, a real judge in real life, the Supreme Court judge, have the judge's mom, he might try to find a loophole. I ain't gonna lie. But he gotta explain it through the court of law, through the rule book.
See, but even I think with some of these battle rappers being judges, like Quest McCody, right?
Yeah.
Quest McCody and even Calico. And you know I'm Midwest till I die, man. New Midwest movement. Shout out Trufo. All that. Keep it pushing.
We got the answers.
You heard?
We got the answers over here. Anything y'all want to
add? His last battle, he so-called lost to None. Don't have the cat you ain't been on URL since I beat you. Don't have this cat judging my battle for 100 G's. Never.
Yeah, I mean, all they had to do is say, see, that's whoever picked the judge's fault. That's all. I put blame on him, because you got to ask. If he didn't know that, then he should know that. And then if you did know that, you got to ask None. If None say yes, then I ain't going to be mad at it, as long as they got a criteria. As long as he don't care.
Nah, they already said they didn't know who the judges
was. Right. That's what makes it a problem. That's what makes it an absolute problem. Absolutely. But you know what I'm saying? But that's still the fault of the person who freaking picked the judges, because they ain't know nobody. So it ain't nobody's fault but theirs. Like, Quest shouldn't feel no type of way unless Quest was doing that on purpose, being sneaky or whatever the case may be. Shotgun Shook said the Midwest people didn't pick him because they still salty over the freaking the bar he said way back in the day. I'm like, y'all say anything, bro.
But that might be true though.
Might be. I don't want to think like that though.
We still gotta go back to Detroit.
I mean, if you going by just your feelings, how you feel about that person up there, then yeah, that's how they judging the battles, right? So yeah. Why can't he say that? Why can't he not give you the better?
I'm not saying he can't say that. I'm agreeing with Shotgun Suge.
No. I'm saying, why can't they be biased? What they going by? They ain't got no criteria. Why can't they say anything like they been saying? Like, you don't get on the judges. You ain't give them nothing. They can say anything. Like, come on, man.
So let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this, and I know the answer, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna say what I believe. Who should be in charge of picking judges and giving them a criteria and maintaining the integrity? Because one thing about, like, we always bring it back to referees, right? Mm-hmm. The NBA always come back and say, "Yep, the referees fucked up with this one."
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So who are we putting in charge of that?
I mean,
is it caffeine? Is it who over UN? Is it on Smack and Beasley?
Of course,
should it be a separate private entity?
No. The NBA is themselves, like you said, the owners. That's the owner's job right there. That's the owners.
So who the owners here? Is it caffeine or is it you?
I would assume you're. I don't know the answer to that question, but I would assume it's Smack and Beasley in them. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that can make moves, I would think, and satisfy us. Can say, hey, the judges don't need it. Like when Smack came out, he was like, he understand discrepancies and stuff. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. As long as you can change it, my dude, I'm good with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really necessarily know.
So you think before the next installment, before the next round, you think it's going to be criteria out there, or you think they just changing judges? Because their way of fixing it could be just changing judges.
No. Because I think the Nets, I'm going to give it to the Nets tournament. Because this tournament is bad, but it ain't got how bad it's going to get. You can't just tell the judges unless they back out themselves. No. We're going to keep these same judges like we've been doing it because we got whatever little platform structure that we got so far. They ain't gonna bust that structure they do got. No. We got y'all. We gonna kill y'all, and then by the next one, I think they're gonna at least have a criteria because they're saying it too much. Because the fans, it depends on how loud the fans get. If it reach Smack, he gonna change it. I told you, fan, he is listening to the fans. So if it reach him, he'll change it. You get to a criteria, especially somebody like PP will want to take credit for everything. So he'll look around, see me, take my criteria. Watch. Watch. You know what I'm saying?
If they take the criteria, man, at least get some credit up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at least give us credit. I'd be happy that y'all got a criteria, but I'll be mad at the same time because y'all ain't saying my name. So that'd be the food.
To me, every time they talk about, because they actually say the word rankings.
They say rankings, man. So much. I know. Like, what?
I'm like, damn, y'all. Why don't y'all just put battle rap in front of it a couple of times, or put follows up in front of it a couple times?
I know. I'll be thinking the same thing. Like, y'all say my name so much nowadays. Y'all don't even got no ranking. Why y'all saying ranking for? Why? It's in the air. I'm around, but y'all can't see me because I'm too low under the ground. Like, what's going on? Why everything I'm saying, y'all saying? For what? Y'all not going by nothing. Like, come on. Man. But hold it down. I gave y'all the disclaimer. This is my passion. This is my lane. So I might get a little hype here and there, but let's move on. Oh, we passed the hour. This is part 1, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get something to eat. We're going to be talking about this, man. The topic is judging. How do you judge battles? They ask. I got all the answers. It's nothing you can ask that I don't got an answer for. Holler at the rankings, man. Follow the rankings. We see everything, y'all. Stay on your A game, man. Salute Prudy. Salute Milwaukee. We're going to chop it up. Talk about. Dang, we was just getting lit. Dang, it just